What's up, nerds? I'm the roleplay gamer, and I like to party. Welcome to Planet Coaster. This is quite possibly the funniest game I've ever played, but I don't think that's intentional. Just what you're able to do with it, and the character that it has, and how it interacts with the ridiculous things you can do is... I've been laughing my ass off for hours on end. It's ridiculous. So I've got a special little treat for you. This video, we're going to do something like absolutely absurd. So unfortunately this means we're going to have to do sandbox. We can't do like a proper game because you, as far as I'm aware, I've tried to figure shit out, but you just can't win with the way I want to play here. So we're going to do sandbox, and we're going to have some fun with our park people. So I'm going to call this save, or this park, we'll just call it the Dark Tower. So it's going to be Overlord themed loosely. We're going to be evil. And you'll see that we can actually be real pricks. We can actually do it. It's so good. Okay, so here we are in our park. As you can see, it's pretty flat. So we're going to have to sculpt it and whatnot. Luckily, we have unlimited money because it's sandbox mode. So we can do all that. It's pretty erotic. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I don't want to like keep you guys hanging and just like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Okay, so we'll build some paths. We'll get out now a nice little path here. This is kind of, look at that. That's a little bit indecent, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Okay, now we'll go make this path bigger. Big old fat chode of a path. And now the evil begins. We're gonna go to rides, and like, what's the like biggest nut bustingest ride that we got? Like, can we put the, oh baby, this looks totally appropriate to put at the beginning of our park. Okay, just bear with me, guys, bear with me for a moment here. This is gonna be good. All right, okay, so now we've got an entrance, a nice big queue to our first ride. Now you might think, all right, so how you gonna exit the ride? Yeah, we'll go back into the park. No. I'm gonna go back to rides here. Again, we need a real nut buster. So I figure like the more expensive rides, maybe the Screaminator, right? And we can rename all these rides. Don't you worry about that. So now we're going to pop in the Screaminator, like right here, maybe, and place an entrance and an exit. And this is just like the beginning, right? This can go so much deeper, and I intend for it to go so much deeper. Okay, now we're going to, first we need some paths, so we need to pop like yeah, just hang on, make sure it's a little one. And we don't need it that long, we don't need like that sausage flying around. Beautiful. Now we're gonna connect this up and do a nice little queue here, snake it around, you know how it goes. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. How's that look? That's acceptable. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so now we're going to make this ride. We're going to, open it, make it available, open up that ride, and see what we've done here. So they come into the park. First thing they do, the very first thing they do, they have to queue up. We'll speed up time here. They have to queue up, and they have to go on the. We'll call it the one ring. All right. So they have to ride the one ring, and they have to pay $8 to do it. Now we'll enjoy. We'll watch them have this little ride here. In fact, we're going to ride along with them in a seat. Yeah, a little bit of that cinematic, if we like. Hang on, we can actually choose our seat, I believe. Yep, that's doing it. That's doing it. This is going to be hell for the bitrate. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. We'll speed up time again and let them do what they need to do. Look, everyone's loving it. Everyone wants to get on the one ring. Here we go. They're queuing up. They're getting into it. The only problem with this sort of setup is... here we go. Alright. I'm just going to pause it here. The only problem with this sort of setup I've found is when you have the queue to your first ride a little too close to your entrance, to your, like... park entrance ticket thing, then shit starts to get a little bit real. Luckily, we can actually pick up our guys here and move them. No problem. Jesus, there. How many are there? This is intense. There we go. There we go. They're having a good time. It's not a problem. Okay, so these poor guys. What's going on here? What's going on? How do we get out of here? How do we get out? They have to go on the other road. This is so maniacal. I love it. And they just keep queuing up. And now we're forcing them. If they want to get out, they have to ride the, oh shit, what do we got to call it? The Devil's Horn. Okay, they got to ride the Devil's Horn in order to get the fuck out of here. And they will do it. The only problem here is eventually they'll cotton on. They'll sort of catch on to what you're trying to do. And they'll be like, hang on, man. I just want to get out of this fucking part. And they'll just stand there. They'll clog up this area and they'll start waving their arms and be like, hey, let me out, let me out. And they won't do anything. They'll clog the whole system up. But for the small time short amount of time that it does work, it's goddamn hilarious. Now we can make this so much better. But first, before I improve on this whole experience, I'd like to go to buildings here and custom and find an archway if at all possible. Now we're going to go over to buildings, I believe, and I want an editable sign. Not an edible sign, editable. Able to be edited. Okay, so now we're going to edit the text here. All in capitals. The Dark Tower. Beautiful. We can select some font here. I don't like that. Jeez. I really wish there were better fonts. That'll do, I think. And we can also change the... That's a little bit better. It's better than nothing, right? At least it's big. So here we go. Welcome to the Dark Tower. So what now, right? How do we make this even more evil? Well, I'll show you. So we're going to go over to paths and delete a little bit of this queue, just a scooch of it. Go back to our path situation over here. Actually, get rid of that part as well. I just want a straight piece. Give me a piece. Here we go. Here we go. And we'll double it back. Make it a little bit bigger, Do a little bit of a sort of round trip situation, and we'll connect this up again. So now they can go back onto the Devil's Horn. Now, this is the best part. This is the best part. So let's expand this little sort of this area over here. Okay, so now we need shops and facilities. So we're going to go over to the blueprints here, because let's not waste time building things yet. And just FYI, if you're not aware, you can actually these are like the base modules of the various shops and vendors, and you build shit around them so that they end up looking like no. There we go. This, for example, right? So what's this? That's a small shop. You know what? I like the look of it. I'm going to use it. Let's line it up. So pro tip here, so that the road doesn't get in the way when you're trying to line it up. I'll line it up with like the back or something, and then flip it around using Z, just tapping Z. Here we go. Gift shop, nice. They need something to drink though. So we'll put down some drinking action, maybe on this side. It's pretty straight. No. All right, we're good. Yeah, and maybe a burger joint. Just a single. We don't need a double just yet. But we'll get there. Don't you worry about that. And maybe some toilets, just to show that I'm a nice guy. Beautiful. All right, so they come off the One Ring, and they've got this lovely little place to hang out. Isn't this great? Aren't I just like a benevolent park leader, overlord, just tyrant of the theme park industry? Isn't this fantastic? Let's just wait for it to fill up a little bit, okay? Wait for it to fill up. Look, they're having a good time. No one's... Oh, there we go. We've got our first first protesters. They're freaking out just a little bit. They're like, what the fuck? Now, what's interesting about what's going on here is if you do give them a direct path out of the park, as in not through a ride, as I've got here, basically, if you do what you're meant to do, then they don't necessarily leave. They just freak out when they can't leave. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to leave. I've actually seen, like, if I were to build a path moving down here, so that they could escape, they might actually just go back onto the One Ring or something. I've totally seen that happen. But for the moment, this is all working out for us. So can we get like a breakdown of if we've made any? We haven't made any money, and this this is why you can't play the game properly. Can't really play the game outside of sandbox mode with this method, because you don't make money. People don't come in. I mean, this is also a problem right here. We need to fix this. So I don't know if they keep getting stuck or it's just the original folks that have gotten stuck. It might just be the original guys. There we go. Let's speed up time again. And they just want to leave. I don't know why they keep getting stuck there. That's odd. Okay, let's see if we can fix up this situation over here. All right, what if we swing it like that? That might work for us. Let's speed it up. Okay, so these guys have just come off. Oh, it's working, guys. They've just come off the devil's horn and they've gone straight onto the one ring again. It's working. The never-ending cycle of rides is working. They're into it. They're not getting stuck. Oh, shit. Here we go. So even though we've got unlimited money, it does actually tell us where we're losing money, right? So you can still kind of play the game properly. You know, you just don't lose. So you got that sort of soft fail, I guess. But we're kind of losing money across the board. So we can also, interestingly enough, we can also charge people to enter the park. And in my experience, that does not deter them. They're not like, you know, this is a ripoff. I got to pay like $10 to get into this park, and then I got to pay like another $9 to get under the one ring. They don't care. Oh, here we go. Are we starting to make some money? Or we were so close to making some money there, but that's all right. Usually I find I make more money from like the burger joints and whatnot. And you can adjust the prices of everything here, by the way. We're not going to bother with that just now, but there's some nice control. Okay, so look, you think this is bad enough, right? All right, let's hang on. Let's see if they buy into the loop, or if they're just gonna. You know what, guys? I'm actually really shocked that this is even working. Right? This has not worked for me like this well ever, and I've played several hours just trying to get this system to work at all. All right, so you know what? If it's working, let's indulge them. You know, let's buy into their nonsense. We need another savage ride here. The swinging boat ride. I hate this ride. Like in the physical realm, I hate this ride. Very few rides make me nauseous. This is one of them. Okay, can we light it up here? You know me. I like everything has to be beautiful and lined up close enough. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a choose your destiny. Actually, I'd be tempted to do a choose your destiny on the way in. So, you know, but the one ring is kind of eternal. No, they're getting there. They're like, nah, this ride ain't no good. All right, maybe we should give them a choice of park entering rides here, which is doable. All right, this is wild. I wonder if we can actually get this thing to work. Okay, so we need an entrance and an exit. Doesn't like the exit there. Why? Whatever, that's fine. So I'm fully aware that this Q1 building here is probably not long enough, but we'll see how it goes, you know? If you never start nothing, ain't never gonna be nothing. Snatching up galaxies and anything. Alright, there we go. So now they've got 2 ways out of the park. That should please them. So make sure that ride is online. And we need another savage ride. Another savage ride. I'm just going by the most, you know, what's the most expensive ride here, which perhaps isn't necessarily the right way to go. I like the look of this thing. Again, this is all kind of throwaway, but, you know, we'll see how we go. If we can get anywhere with it, I will be pleased. Okay, so I'm going to pop that a little further out there. We'll do the entrance and the exit over there. Here we go. We can get away with a longer queue. Now, longer queues are good because you'll fit more people in them and they'll be less pissed off. Because I don't think they queue outside of the queue, if that makes sense. So if the queue is full, they're just like, and they move on. You don't want that. Beautiful. All right. now they got two ways in. Okay, here we go. We can totally make this longer. Look, you know, guys, I'm pretty immature. But how could you not? That's just ridiculous. Okay, here we go. You get a shorter one over here. Maybe turn the angle off. Yeah, that's what I want. That's a little bit better. Okay, cool. And now they've got two ways in. Should be to choose your destiny, right? So we're going to make this even better. Where was it? Buildings, where we could get the archways. Was that right? No. Scenery. We get archways rather in either one, but I want these ones in particular. So we've got a little bit of a whalebone situation going on here, and that is not where I want it. About there will do. And then what is it? Was it buildings? Edit? Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. So then we're going to put an absurd sign on the top of that. And we're going to go choose. No! Not enough space. Okay. Choose. No! Damn it. No, how do we shorten choose? Choose your destiny. Yeah. That's absurd. Okay, so now they know. Now they know that they have the opportunity to choose their destiny here, and hopefully that will make them more inclined to buy into this ridiculous system, right? So is this evil enough? Is it evil enough? Well, while we're discussing this very important topic, I'm just going to deform the terrain a little bit, make it a little bit more exciting, you know? And this is surprisingly easy to do. So it might not look like much at the moment, but give it a second, and we got some crazy tools to make this look really interesting. So we'll just fill up some of the gaps here, and then we're going to go over to rough, and we're going to roughen this up. Oh, baby, now we're talking, right? Now it's starting to look a little bit more weathered and a little bit more exciting. And this is suddenly worthy of our park. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, yes. I might smooth this area a little bit, because we're getting ribs. I don't like the ribs. Alright. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. That's beautiful. That's stunning. Cool. Okay. Actually, you know what? It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Here we go. There it is. Oh, yes. Cool. All right, now let's put the water in. And it's got to be dirty water, because we don't look after our park here. That's fine. That'll do for now, right? And then we'll roughen it up. Roughen it up. It's a little bit too neat. You know, give it some character. Oh, baby. Now this is a park. Yes, that's a little bit better. Cool. Okay, so, you know, we haven't reached full evil here yet. What the shit? We're almost making money. Okay, all right, but this is the problem, right? This is what happens. And this is where we have a real opportunity here. Everyone's stuck here in the snack bar. They're freaking out. All they have to do... Oh, okay. Well, for one, it doesn't help that the devil's horn has broken down. So what we're going to do, and this is going to tie in slightly to our ultimate, you know, ultimate evil here. Let's pop down... put down a couple mechanics, actually. Okay, so, look. They're being little shits, okay? All they have to do, it's really simple. All they have to do is pay $10 over here, or $4. Come on, guys, $4 just to get out of the park. You know, it's not that much of a big deal, right? I've given them, what, like several hours of fun here on my rides. Free entry into the park, I think. We'll just double check that. Yeah, free entry into the park. You know, I'm not going to stand for that forever. And they can't pay just a measly like $4 just to leave the park. Instead, they just want to hang around. They just want to jump up and down saying, hey, please save me. Let me out of this fucking park. You know, well, you know what? You know what? Let's just add insult to injury here, right? The ultimate torture. Fate worse than death. We'll put down a King Coaster mascot. to keep them happy. Look at him go, guys. Look at him go. Oh, good lord. Fate worse than death. Trapped in here with King Coaster. Okay, alright. I'm not sure if that's enough though. I don't think they're getting the picture here, right? We need to incentivize them. Is there a word? I don't even care anymore, man. We need to give them incentive, you know, to pay the $4 to leave the park, right? How are we going? We're almost making money. I can't even believe this is happening. Where are we losing most of our money? In park maintenance. Okay, well, I mean, a lot of stuff is broken down, so that's a thing. So, choose your destiny, right? Okay, so look, they need a little bit of a helping hand in order to get out of here. So, no. We've already got a King Coaster, so I think they need a Cosmic Cow to really drive the point home that there's no way out of here, and they need to pay the $4 to get out of this park. Is that getting through to you guys? Is that getting... Look, maybe I've misread this whole situation and they're just raving it and they're just loving this whole food court area. I mean, look at the ground. This looks like a party, right? Seriously though, I'll think... Get me out of here. They can't leave. But still people are buying into the loop. Alright, these guys, they're the smart guys, right? They're loving it. They're fucking loving everything about my park. Look at this. They're going back in. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, like, why can't you be more like, fucking, what's his name? What do we got? Can we get a name? Ryan Rivers. Ryan Rivers is a goddamn American hero, right? He enters the Dark Tower, which I remind you hasn't got a tower yet, but give it time. He's entered the Dark Tower. He's gone through the loop. He's experienced hell on earth. And he's like, nah, man, I want some more. Because I'm really super into Gears of Fear. Gear of Fear. Just the one gear. There's too many. I can't afford more than one gear here. I mean, look, we're hemorrhaging funds like it's going out of style. Victory. I'm going to call this ride False Hope. I probably spelt false wrong. That word always confuses me just a little bit. Okay. This is looking a little bit bland. I think we need to show them that, you know, this place isn't so bad. We've got wildlife, we've got trees. It's fine, right? They should be having a good time instead of freaking out in the food court. Okay, how's Cosmic Cow doing? Where is Cosmic Cow? Is he having a good time? He's loving his job, by the way. I am absolutely loving this job, and I quote, the pay is fair. You goddamn right it is. Look, and I've pacified them. I've done it. They still want to get out of here, but Cosmic Cow, wow. He is called Cosmic Cow 1, though. I'm going to call him Cosmic Cow Steve. And King Coaster, there is only one King Coaster, right? There will only ever be one King Coaster. And there he is right there. So Cosmic Cow Steve, I think, needs a friend. So we're going to throw in... we're gonna throw in Captain Lockjaw. And he's gonna help keep people enticed here. Are these guys, hang on, what are they doing? They look happy. I don't get it. Okay, they're upset. They are upset. About half of the crowd here is upset. The other half are having a good time. Do you want to like fix the Devil's Horn already? Can we do that? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. They just flew right by. They did not feel like 30 minutes. Anyway, I might do another episode of this. I'm just having too much fun messing with people. I am determined to turn a profit with this hell ride park of a gauntlet, the Overlord's Gauntlet. I don't know. Jesus Christ, that's bigger than I thought. Which coincidentally is what she said. Anyway, don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love like everything does. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll get to work on that tower. We'll build the namesake of the park here. See you next time, guys. Roleplay Gamer out.